The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The give to the left side. At the 35, he's loose. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He makes the connection. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dialing up a second down pass play. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a junior. This guy has unbelievable talent.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Smashes through. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you know, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down for this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Webb. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
3-25. Cut it, cut it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's Webb. Slips a tackle. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he grabs it at the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. A nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone. Lets it fly. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. This guy can throw it. He'll take another shot here. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Now on the move.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They try to get it outside on the left. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. What a snag by the defense. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Going to try to get it himself. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Feeling some heat. Flushed out of the pocket. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And they want this defense spread out. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Sooners want to move quickly. The toss sweep to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. No huddle here for the offense.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Webb. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Sooners are on the move. Motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He finds his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
1st and goal, Oklahoma.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Now on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Wants to throw. It's Webb. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Got it. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Finds his big tight end. They will score! Touchdown Sooner!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and you're like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's got room. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got it! Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Washington wants to go quickly. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Comes out throwing on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Webb. A little release to the back. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
One more snap coming before halftime. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Sooners are in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Webb. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Pulls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Washington. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Sooners have enough for the 1st down. They get to the line quickly.
They'll pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high?
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's
going to try to hit him over the top. And he reels it in inside the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
In the end zone.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
42. Oklahoma 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Black 24. Black 24.
Looking downfield, it's Webb. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Wide receiver shows motion.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown Sooner. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? Fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Fires to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll run the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Catch called for and made. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They'll give it to Johnson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 49, Oklahoma 28.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Looking for the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Looking to pass on second down. It's on target and complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. On the option. The pitch. Inside the 45. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got a man. It's Waddle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with a lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps it going. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's so hard to get these guys to the ground. They're such good athletes nowadays, and you could see had a chance to wrap him up, but he's so elusive. He gets out of the tackle, still forces the incompletion. But, man, these guys are a nightmare to try to get on the ground and try to get those sacks.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to throw, it's Webb. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Ripping through the defense. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Oklahoma, 34.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And now they've lost the ball down here. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Washington. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it.
Really nice first down run. You're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires deep toward the end zone.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. Just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be brought down.
Okay, ready?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. It's reverse. And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Washington right back to the line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing.
Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. They stretched this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. On the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Webb. Trying to get to it. Discards a man. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Going up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.